I go in and just separate the fiber, giving it a more natural parting area wherever I decide to part it, so it gives a nice, elegant, classic look. Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Taz. Today we're going to explore a style by Envy. This is Envy's Tiffany in the color light gray, but it's not the original Tiffany. Remember, this style was sent to me by Envy in cooperation with WIGSTUDIO1. If you're interested in this style and want to learn more, please reach out to support@wigstudio1.com. Also, below this video, there'll be a direct product link in the description. If you click on the link, it'll take you right out to the site where you can see more information. This is a beautiful, free-flowing, very natural-looking pixie style cut. Much like the original Envy Tiffany, but like I said, we've gotten an upgrade here, and that does make a difference. The other thing that makes a difference is the measurements. If you're shopping for a pixie, if you enjoy wearing pixies, you understand that your preferences for measurements make all the difference when we're talking about a short style like this. I'm about 6.5 from hairline to chin, so that does give you some perspective on how this may fall on you. The bang area is about 4¼ inches. I love that length because it's completely full coverage over the forehead, if I choose to wear it that way, but it stays out of the way. So if you just sweep it off to the side, generally it just goes right over the eyebrow and stays put. And then on the crown area, it's about 4.75 inches. And that 4.75 really comes off of the side crown. The hind crown, I believe, is a little bit shorter than that. And then that boils down into a 1.75 inch nape. I find that 1.75 inch nape is sufficient to cover up my own hairline. It scoops around the ear, and it stays put with movement, part of the other feature of this beautiful hand-tied cap. So let's talk about this fiber. This is a regular synthetic fiber by Envy. It is not heat friendly. Therefore, you're gonna see a little bit of a drier denier, a finer fiber, and that just makes it flutter on a breeze. So natural looking. So in combination with this beautiful, fine, regular synthetic fiber, the density is very natural. So that's gonna give you that beautiful movement. And guess what, guys? 0 permatease on this style because of the hand-tied cap feature. It doesn't need a lot of scaffolding to hold it into place, and that just lends it to this beautiful movement and more natural appeal as well. So let's examine this cap. I'm going to put up a separate slide here so we can look at it in detail. In the front, you've got an ear-to-ear wrap-around Swiss lace front. It's extremely natural looking, and for all of those off-of-the-face styles, it's just impeccable. Then you have that single monofilament top, some hand-tied panels all the way around, an extended nape with Velcro style adjusters, some integrated wefting there for some additional support and comfort. I feel like this cap runs right around average. You will see that I did have to make a sizable adjustment to fit a petite average circumference. So you're going to get most of your volume on top, and that's just how the cut is done. There's no permatease holding that up. All right, so you can fluff this up a little bit. Maybe use some product if you want some additional lift. It's rather kind of flatter in the back, so it gives a nice, elegant, classic look. One thing else you'll find that is right at the temple, it's got a bit of a curl inward, all right? That's gonna give you some volume right there at the ear top. Now, if you don't care for that, if that is not your preference, all you have to do, and I just gather a little bit of heat from the friction of my hand, and I get underneath the fiber and I just press it down, and that'll shrink that into shape, and then I kind of sweep it off behind the ear. So I feel like that feature there at the temple is customizable, and you can get something with a little bit of a lower profile in that area. Now, I've simply taken this out of the box and given it an upside down shake. I really haven't done anything with it yet. I think I go in and just separate the fiber, giving it a more natural parting area wherever I decide to part it, because remember, you can always shift that part. If you are a right-hand parter, this is important because a lot of the monofilament, the side monofilament features typically land on the left. This one is a full mono, so you can part it wherever you like and get the illusion of scalp. So how lightweight is this style? Only 1.8 ounces. It feels like air on the head, and don't you love that for everyday wear? All right, let's go into this color. This is light gray. I am not a gray wearer typically, but a lot of you are, and what you're going to really appreciate about this is it's very natural gray. So it's a light silver gray all over. It's not yellow, it's not blue based, it's very neutral, and it does not have a root. And to demonstrate the difference between an unrooted gray and a rooted gray, I'm going to show you this next to this Ellen Wille style. This is Ellen Wille Esprit in the color metallic gray rooted. So you can see that darker root coming through, And this one seems to be more bluish in undertone compared to this light gray. But this isn't quite natural. It's beautiful. But if you are naturally gray, or if you're of a certain age, you just enjoy gray wigs without a root, I think the Envy Light Gray is going to be a really nice choice for you. There's really no variation. It's just a simple silver gray that is very neutral in tone. And if you know the difference between a regular synthetic and a heat-friendly synthetic, that regular synthetic is going to appear a little more shiny overall. It reflects light a little bit differently compared to that heat-friendly. So let's take a look at this in outdoor light. All right, so I'm just going to move this around a little bit so you can get familiar with the movement, the density, the texture of this, and then maybe be inspired to style your pixies.